Good morning. Good morning. The lights are up. Are you? Are you? I'm so glad to see you all. Happy spring. Yeah, let's bring it on. Yeah. So let's open our service right now by singing together. Sing it out. Have fun. Have fun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Some people quietly reveal in the manner of the meek. Some people shout the way they feel to a radical degree. Let me tell you about one thing I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Some people sing it to express other call. Some people speak with subtleness. Some don't rely on words at all. Let me tell you about one thing I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. We are all pieces of the whole with different feelings to evoke. Giving distinction to the role, different players, different strokes. Yeah. Oh, I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Some people walk, some people race, some bury their pain. But love will use what you will give. Surrender to your state of grace. Yeah. Oh, let me tell you about one thing I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Oh, yeah. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Good morning. I did it. Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. We're so glad you're here, whether in person or in our virtual sanctuaries on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Delanne Haslam, and I'm so happy to welcome you today. Love streamers, be sure to say hello and tell us where you're coming from so we know who's joining us online. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and individual consciousness so we can help make the world a better place. Please join me now in saying our promise. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all loving creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Do we have any first-time visitors today? If so, we'd love to welcome you, if you're willing to raise your hand. Welcome to both of you. We're so glad you're here. If you haven't done so already, we have some information and a Science of Mind magazine as a gift for you in the lobby. Also, be sure to join us next week. We have our Get to Know Us meeting after the service, where we'll have a light lunch. You can learn who we are, what we believe, and how you can get involved. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us, and we affirm for you and everyone here that you'll experience a blessing this morning. Our theme this month is What If? And Reverend Cindy's talk is called Want to Change the World? Do it. Our special music today is our very own Mixed Blessings Choir out here in the audience. Our practitioners serving today are Teresa Martin, sharing a reading and a time of sacred silence before leading. Oh, I have these wrong. I'm so sorry. I wondered why Myrna was over there. Okay. Selena is sharing a reading and a time of sacred silence before leading us in prayer. Service, knowing that the best and highest is unfolding for each one of us as we share this sacred time together. Remember, you can pop in on Facebook every Wednesday at noon for a live practitioner-led meditation, or you can enjoy it at your convenience anytime after that. And before I move on to the announcements, I'd like to welcome Cindy up for Food, Fun, and Friends.
I'll use this. Thank you. Thank you, Raj. So, Food, Fun, and Friends. The time is coming when you have to get your events in. And found some new ones to give to you. In fact, Rick and I are going in on a chocolate tasting adventure. Yes, I know that's going to be a hot one. There's all kinds of amazing events coming in, going to see the Carpenters, thank you to Kevin, and all kinds of other events. So whatever your event is, please get that event in by next desk, and then we'll go on to the next step. But it's always such a blessing to be in community with all of you, having great food with our friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cindy. Now, before I share what's coming up, please remember you can find more information on our website at spirituallyfree.org, where you can register for classes, donate, submit a prayer request, and more. If you're here in person, you can check out the flyers on our wall and do lots of those same things at the hospitality table. Now, today at 4 o'clock, you can participate in some sacred activism. There's a sing-in with the Salt Lake City Singing Resistance. It's being held at the First Baptist Church on the corner of 800 South and 1300 East. We will be singing together as a nonviolent form of resistance, singing for love, community, solidarity, and hope. We're preparing to attend and sing at the No King 2:30 in Washington Square. I was so proud of how our community showed up to our first event. That was just wonderful to see. So please, let's do it again, and be sure to bring your friends. This is a family-friendly event. This Friday, March 27th, we're featuring Kirtan with our good friend Copo Magic, who happens to be here in the audience. Hi, Copo. Come enjoy community at this lovely spiritual experience in the retreat center downstairs. Kirtan is a musical experience involving devotional Sanskrit chanting and call and response singing, and I'm sure will include many originals from Copo himself. So please see the flyer or the website or Copo for more information after the service. On Thursday, April 2nd, 6 to 8 p.m., Reverend Cindy and Reb Allen will host a New Thought Seder. It is From Bondage to Belief, Opening to a New Vision. They will guide those in attendance through a ritual-filled symbolic meal as part of an enlightened retelling of the great Jewish exodus from Egypt. And much is prepared by our own Reverend Cindy, so please sign up as soon as possible so we know how much food to prepare. And this will be held off-site, so be sure to check out the flyer and the website for more details and to get your tickets. Save the date. Our 2026 annual business meeting will be held after service on April 26th. Everyone is welcome, but only current members may vote. So be sure to attend that new About Us meeting, find out what it means and how to become a member. We'll vote to elect new board members and much more. A potluck will follow, so please bring a dish to share and enjoy in the fellowship. Last, if you've paid attention in the lobby, you've seen that we're raffling a great big Italian basket. Be sure to get your tickets and hang on to them because we're drawing the winner on Easter Sunday. Let's see. Finally, our center was grounded on and is founded in prayer. Prayer helps us realize what the spiritual purpose is for what may be happening. If you're having trouble knowing this, please let one of our practitioners pray with you, and they can know this for you until you can know it for yourself. You'll be glad you did. Our practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer, and they're the ones wearing the stoles. They'll be in the room right across the hall after service. Or, of course, you can also always submit a prayer request in the lobby or online, and all of the practitioners will uplift you in prayer for the week. Now I invite you to allow the reading, a time of sacred silence, and the centering music to connect you with the spirit that lives within as we open our heart to receive Selena's prayer.
Good morning. The reading this morning is adapted from The Pursuit of Happiness, a Spiritual Perspective by The Wild Wandering. Then, the pursuit of happiness is a concept that many of us are constantly chasing. What if we shifted our perspective and looked at happiness through a spiritual lens? The spiritual path encourages us to look inward by cultivating qualities such as compassion, kindness, and mindfulness, so we can tap into a wellspring of joy that is not dependent on outside factors. A spiritual perspective on happiness emphasizes the importance of connection to ourselves, to others, and to the universe at large. When we cultivate meaningful relationships, show compassion to those around us, and recognize our interconnectedness with all beings, we deepen purpose. Gratitude is a powerful tool on the journey to happiness. Gratitude opens our hearts to the beauty that surrounds us, leading to a profound sense of contentment. Embracing spiritual principles in our pursuit of happiness, we move beyond fleeting moments of pleasure and tap into a lasting, profound sense of fulfillment. True happiness is not found in the external world, but within our own hearts, waiting to be discovered through a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Please join me in the silence as we move into that quiet place.
I will make a
it's from that quiet place that my heart and mind open, and the gratitude for this day, this beautiful day, just flows forth with ease and grace. Gratitude for the beautiful flowers that are popping up, the leaves springing from the trees, and even the flowers there. And yet we look up and see snow on our mountains and the beautiful skies. I'm just filled with gratitude for this spring season that is coming upon us. Seeking, embracing people. And it's from this place that I easily recognize that one presence and power that is always, always moving in and through all of life, always has, always will. There is no beginning or end, only a forever expansion of that greatness of the one. Expressing this day and always as divine right action, absolute intelligence, love, compassion, and strength. And recognizing these truths of the divine, I know that I am part and parcel of that one. And as I know that truth for myself, I know that truth for each and every person in this room watching us on the live stream, and every person on this planet. All of creation. There is no place that divine fully expressing right now, in this moment, and always. No possibility of separation from the one, or from each other, from nature, from any of it. We are always connected. Not the same. We are each individual expressions of that one, here with a powerful purpose at this time. And knowing these truths, I just bless every person in this room. I bless our country and the world, our planet. I bless every person that has helped to make this service possible. For our dear Cindy, as she shares her message today that opens our hearts and minds to receive. Knowing these words are spoken, they are complete. As together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Selena. That was a beautiful prayer. I invite you to sing along with us. This is a celebratory song, in my view. It also explores all the positive opportunities, options, of the ways we can look at this world, look at our own life in a positive way, and know that Spirit is in us, as us, working and playing in our life. So with that thought, please sing along. One, two, three, four.
To think that I had to, I used to think that I should, 'cause preachers told me that I had to be good, but now I love 'cause I want to, I love because I am free, blind. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh. I thought it was my duty. I thought it was my job. I swear I believed that loving God would be hard. But loving God is a wonderful. Loving God is ecstasy. I thank God for my freedom. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh.
Thank you. I'm so pleased to have our choir finally singing again. Mixed blessings. Notice the double meaning there. We hope it will be a full blessing for you to experience the singing, the wonderful music that Rich Smith arranged. So the orchestrations are just phenomenally beautiful, and beautiful springtime themes. So please enjoy the choir. Mixed blessings.
Sleeping by the spider's web, and if you see a butterfly, don't try to catch it in your net. It's taken such a long, long time to make this very special place. Open up your soul and mind to all it has to say. Be still, take it in a while. Feel the sunshine warm upon your face. You, when it makes you smile, like you're welcome to the human race. Everybody sees a part of what this life can really be. No one sees like you can see. When you let your mind go free,
beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, our wonderful Mixed Blessing Choir and Rich. Let's give them some more love. Yes. What a great song for spring. And noticing the butterflies out and how that makes me smile when I think about that. So welcome in today. Welcome to March 22nd. Our theme for this month has been What If? I hope you've been what-ifing a lot in the positive and doing the homework. And if you haven't done it, the form is out at the hospitality desk. It's not too late. So the book of the month has been Beyond Anxiety by Martha Beck. And I think it's worth it to read this if you want to get beyond anxiety, right? I know that it also can percolate those things in our lives that we don't even realize we're anxious about. So first I want to talk about day 51 of our sequence. We're almost to the end. I hope you've been following along. The word today is perfect for my talk. I love how this works. Advocacy. Advocacy is the word. Today, be an ally without blaming or judging others. Speak out for those who are disrespected. Advocacy. A quote from Paulo Freire, I saw within my own actions a chance to be either a part of the problem or a part of the solution. So this is what I want you to think about with this word. Who are your advocates? And how do you advocate for others? How do you advocate for others? So here's the action with this word. Recount a time an outcome on your behalf. I know it's happened for me. List some of the ways you have come forward for others. And try to do that today. So, on to the talk. Want to change the world? Do it. And I want to bring up some famous women in history that have done just so, because this is Women's History Month. Women like Susan B. Anthony, Marie Curie, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Mae Jemison, Shirley Chisholm. Just a few of the amazing women that have truly changed this world. They didn't wait for the right time. They just did it. So, what becomes possible when we imagine the pursuit of happiness is a shared spiritual practice? It's a good question. And believe it or not, this is how we change the world. See, because we can't be out there changing the world if we're walking around and we're grumpy in our life. It just doesn't work like that. So, I know there's a lot of effects out there in the world. But bear with me here. In fact, before I really get into this, I want you to just take a deep breath in. And release it. Do that one more time. Because I know that for myself, when I remember to take a conscious breath, it grounds me, it brings me home, it brings me to my heart. And what I want to talk about today can be hard. Change the world? Do it? What are you talking about, Reverend Cindy? Well, I'm going back to happiness, because what if happiness isn't personal but collective? When you look at the world, it kind of makes sense, right? And what if your inner world is not separate from the world that we live in? Ooh. In Science of Mind, we for what's happening in our world, not blaming and putting all, being in a victim consciousness where everybody is doing everything to you. The idea here is changing the world is not a future event. It's in every present moment. It's in the now, it's in the now, it's in the now. So, when I think about our book of the month, Martha Beck talks a lot about using our imagination. And that's a place where we can thrive and be beyond our anxiety by connecting with our own happiness and joy. By really focusing on that being a driving force of our life. Science of Mind, we are reminded that we are the creative medium. We are creators of our own life. And we're always creating, whether we're conscious of it or not conscious of it, we're creators. You're creating abundance and love and joy, or you're creating lack and limitation and sorrow. But we are the creators of our own life. The third principle I really want to focus on today is that we are energy beings. If we bring an energy of lightness, of joy, of happiness into the current situations of today, we can really make a change. But if you go into the situations today and you bring discouragement and disgruntlement and anger, then we get more. So, there is a world that we're living in versus a world that we're creating. Do you get that? The difference there? So, once again, I'll acknowledge that there's a lot of people out there that are very in their fear. That there's a very big division going on, us and them happening. I also know that when we use our imagination and we imagine a world without this fear and this division, that's when we can create a new world. A world that we want to see, that we want to live in. So the times when we're most creative, the times when we access our divine intelligence, those are the times, those are the places that I want to create a world from. See, because this world that we see out there, whether you know it or not, is shaped by the inner world that we practice. That's why I've given you this assignment, your what if assignment. If you haven't done it yet, you can still get your forms and you can still do it. In fact, next week, if there's something that came through for you with this assignment, I'm going to invite you to share it at service next week. I already have one incredible song about what if. Who else wants to play? I'm inviting you to play. So what are we practicing every day? Again, in Science of Mind, we learn that these thoughts that we plant, that the law always works, and then it fulfills itself. So if you're not sure what you're practicing every day, look at where your manifestations are. Are you growing weeds? Are you growing flowers? Not that kind of weed, no. Well, not in Utah anyway. In California you could do it, but anyway. Yeah, different places you can, not here. Okay, so what I want to say is happiness as a spiritual practice can help us create the world we want to live in. What if? What if joy was truly an act of service? I see that in this room. People that are in high service, in volunteerism, and I see the joy that they bring these doors. What if inner peace is truly a form of sacred activism? What if the anxiety we are feeling is just us birthing a new world? You see, we all know that there's been things happening in this world, in our United States of America, that hasn't been working. And what happens when things are not working? They have to burn down. They have to become dust. It has to go away so that we can create something new. So I'm really fascinated with this because I am tired, I don't know about you, at looking at the current policy. Where's this going? I want to know that by us as a community and each of us as individuals practicing our practice is making a profound difference on this planet. And if that means we're in the midst of the birthing process, I've never given birth. I know there's plenty of ladies in this room that have given birth, and I know that it's not comfortable, that it hurts, that it's challenging. So we have some talking back there that is agreeing with me, I guess. Look, when we practice happiness, we are rehearsing the world we want to live in. So how about it? Let's stop being grumpy and be happy. So I was remembering this week that my body is truly a bridge to embodying my happiness and this teaching. I was remembering this week that when I'm truly embodying joy, that I just feel better all the way around. My body, my heart, my soul, my mind, everything just seems to align better, and I feel better, and I'm grateful for more, and then more to be grateful comes in my life. So, when I hold the frequency of joy and love, that's where I want to come from. That's where I want to sing from. That's where I want to speak from, and that's where I want to be a friend from. If I walk in, woe is me, how this world sucks and what's going to happen, then I'm going to bring more of that energy into the room, and that's not the world I want to create or the community I want to create. So, you don't just think a new world into being. I wish it were that easy. We have to embody it. We have to remember to pay attention to this body temple that we have and honor it and pay attention to it. I said, I I think it was at class this week. I realized that my knee was talking to me for many, many years, and I ignored it. I kept marching through life, even if it hurt, to the point where I couldn't march anymore, and I had to get my new knee. I realized, ooh, I dealt with that for so many years. Why did I just deal with that? Pain, lack of flexibility, not being able to ride my bike, which I love so much. What is your body trying to tell you? It's important. So, sacred activism and advocacy. See, our inner work is the work that we do for the world. Imagine what emerges from us being embodied if we're out there, rather than we're just reacting to the situation. It's a whole different thing. So, activism without being grounded is a cause for burnout, depression, and all that stuff. But spiritual activism is a way that we get to show up as the mystics that we are and the movers that we are. You can be both mystical and a mover. Newsflash. That's how I see Dell-Ann. I'm going to call her up in a minute to help me with something. So what does it look like to act from love instead of fear? What changes when we respond instead of react? I have my witness consciousness really catch myself 2 seconds later going, what was that, Cindy? I was reacting rather than responding. Because my response is always going to be from my heart and my soulful self. But when I react from my mind and decide that it's us and them and buy into that perspective, it just feels lousy and it feels like it doesn't change. So let's talk a little bit about this thing that our center has been involved in. We're not the only center. There's centers and churches all over this valley that are showing up in the Salt Lake City Singing Resistance. It's been spectacular. So we think of the Singing Resistance as joy in resistance. So think about this. In history, people have sung through oppression, grief, and uncertainty. There's a lot of amazing songs that have come through challenging times on this planet. Singing actually regulates our nervous system. It also unifies us together when we sing together. It transforms despair into connection, solidarity. That's a very powerful place to create from. So, I have to set this up this way. Dell-Ann and I, we did something crazy this week. We went to protest the new ICE facility. We got there, and there were a lot of people that had megaphones, and there was an organizing person that had a microphone and big speakers, and there was some very passionate people that were talking about how Utah doesn't agree with this ice facility. But what happened was they were yelling into the microphone. They were also chanting F Trump and things like that. And the moment I could feel that energy, I wouldn't say I shut down, but I put a little protection over my heart. And I didn't hear what they had to say, and I know what they had to say was extremely important, and it's why I was there. So Dalian and I, we got on the news. Donna saw me, Dalian saw me, marched up to the news and got on camera, told them what we're doing today at First Baptist, told them about the singing resistance, and then we also said, we are the singing resistance. We want to be on your program, and they put us right at the end. So here we are. There's a lot going on. It's very loud. There's also big trucks going by slowly, honking their horns, and there's all this energy. And Dalian gets the microphone, and she tells people we're the singing resistance of Salt Lake City. And the minute that she starts singing, I could feel the energy of the crowd kind of calm down. So it was up here and amplified, and you saw there was some stuff that happened at the end after the organized part. But it was an actual experience of what I'm talking about. When you bring your energy from a place of love, of happiness and joy, it calms everything down in your body. When you come into a situation like that and you're all amped up and you're reacting from anger, it just gets everything explosive and loud, and I couldn't hear what they were trying to say. I want you to experience it, and if you can't come today, I'm going to invite Dalian to come up. And we're going to do a little bit of this, and this is what I want you to do. I want you to just notice how your body feels. She's going to notice how you feel and pay attention to that.
Thanks, Cindy.
Yes.
This is called We Are Here. Raj has a slide. I even provided the lyrics for you, so this is going to be so easy and fun. We're going to sing through the whole song as a call and response first to learn it, and then we'll go through it together as it's outlined with the lyrics that Raj will put up. Ready? Okay. We are here, with our voices, our love for each other, will carry us through, Yes, our love for each other, yes, our love for each other will carry us through. Here we go. You repeat the first two lines and then we just sing together. We are here, with our voices. Our love for each other will carry us through. Yes, our love for each other will carry us through. Let's do that again. We are here with our voices. Our love for each other will carry us through. Yes, our love for each other will carry us through. Feel free to harmonize. How about courage? We are here with our courage. love for each other will carry us through. Yes, our love for each other will carry us through. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Thank you. So how did that feel? Did it bring you to a place of feeling good, joy? Did you notice in your body how you felt? I have to just say this. Delian was a rock star out there. She is truly in her heart and her element when she's doing these songs, and people couldn't help but respond in that beautiful, positive way. So thank you, my friend. Yes. Delian in our pod, our Salt Lake City pod, we have such a big organization happening so quickly that we're broken into smaller pods, and we have our own pod here. So join us tonight. But I just am so taken by the possibility of what we can change with this kind of energy. I have never been one of those people that have been out with a sign marching. I didn't feel like it was mine to do. But something changed for me. And singing and watching the singing resistance in Minneapolis, it struck a nerve. Like, oh yes, this is how I can show up in my joy. Yeah, I don't want those things to happen. This is how I can use my voice in a positive way to create a new world. So, a world where happiness is practiced together becomes a world where healing accelerates. Here's a little call to action for doing it, for getting it done, for changing the world. First of all, notice what inner world you are practicing. Notice. Next, you want to shift. You want to shift and be curious. You want to breathe. You want to be noticing those small, joyful moments so that you can. And finally, you want to share. You want to regulate and uplift others with your presence, with your kindness, with your singing, with your talents. See, we can't wait. We can't wait to do it. It's calling us now. Also, we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. You guys, when Delian was singing with that group, I was videoing her, and I was singing out, and I was like, ooh, it's not pretty like Delian's. Next time I'll mouth the words and just video. But we can't, it doesn't have to be perfect. In a group setting, we all blend in, we all harmonize. We want a world of harmony, we have to use our voices. If you want to change the world, don't wait for permission. Don't wait to be perfect. Just do it. I'm going to close with a reading that I found from a beautiful Sikh writer, Valerie Kuar. Close your eyes and take this in. Any act to change the world around us begins within us. It starts with a sense of agency, a sense that we have the power to affect change. The Latin root of power means to be able. When we feel helpless in the face of injustice, it is easy to give in to the idea that this is just the way things are, because it's the way things have always been. Sparks our imagination. A prophet, a voice from the past, or a friend on the phone. We begin to see that the norms and institutions that order this world are not inevitable, but constructed, and therefore can be changed. The Brazilian educator Paulo Freire calls this internal shift critical consciousness. The moment we tap into our own power to change the world around us, it feels like waking up. Let's wake up together. Join me in prayer. Take in a deep breath. And just remember how you felt singing. I am so incredibly grateful. Grateful for this day. Grateful for spring and the butterflies, the spiders and the ladybugs. Grateful for the trees that are blossoming and blooming. Grateful for these teachings. Grateful for these women in history that changed the world. They didn't wait. They just got out there and they did it. I'm grateful for this teaching, for Ernest Holmes and our book Science of Mind, and all the teachers that taught him and inspired him to use his imagination. Grateful to know that there is only one. One power, one presence, one love. Doesn't matter what you call it, Mother, Father, God, Allah, Jehovah, Hashem, the way, universe, light, imagination, energy, power, presence. So many names and yet only one. This oneness is in and through everything, every moment of every day. And because I know that truth, I claim and know it for myself. I am one in the same as the one, the I am that I am. And I know the same truth for everybody within earshot of this prayer and beyond. We are divine emanations of this power, presence, light. Life through our humanity. And because we are living, breathing, expressing light, I know that everything that's happening in our life is connected, intertwined. So if you're holding the prayer right now for wholeness, for energy, for healthy body, for a loved one that's going through a diagnosis or a challenge, or has some kind of procedure coming up soon, that light, spirit, God is right in the center of it, right here and right now. You, my beloved, are never alone. Held in the heart and the hands and the mind of the one. And for those of us here wanting a changed world, a world filled with and happiness, it started today. We learned that we must be happy now in ourselves, in our lives, so we can create from that state of consciousness, from that state of critical consciousness. It's calling our lives right here and right now No waiting, no putting it off until every circumstance is in order or things are perfect. We enter into this now. We accept all the gifts. We accept all the wholeness. We accept all the abundance right here and right now, and for this with great gratitude for answered prayer, for great gratitude for this community, for great gratitude for these teachings. I release it into the law, knowing it always works 100% of the time, because we know this. Together we say, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is time to practice another spiritual practice, and that is the practice of circulation. So the ushers are going to be coming forward, and you can prepare your offering. Now, I know that there's lots of people in this room that just give automatically, and to those folks, thank you. Thank you for sustaining our community. Thank you for being with us. Go ahead, ushers. What I want to say about circulation is this, is I noticed that if I don't open my hands to give, then I also don't receive. Now, I'm not telling you to give us your rent money or your mortgage money, Starbucks, and give it to this place where you're fed spiritually, where you're fed with such beautiful musicians, with our band, with our special music, with our choir. Because when we give to our community, the community gives 10% to other outreach communities, and we do good work together on this planet. Thank you, Ruth. Let's bless this offering. Yeah, you don't want to step on that. Outstretch your heart through your hands and repeat after me. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We know, as we give, it comes back.
It comes back.
Multiplied abundantly.
Multiplied abundantly.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
And so it is.
Let's hear again from the Mixed Blessings Choir. This is an old hymn that I arranged years ago, and Rich did me such a gift, such a flavor by arranging it for me. This is it's an orchestral. He talks too loud.
Rick arranged this and he sent it to me. He said, "You think we sing this. And I'm like, sure, we can sing this. All I did was put the orchestra underneath. That's all I did. This is all Rick's work. And it's a beautiful arrangement. You did a great job. Thank you.
And then Rick's going to be right
Yay, great job! And it fits really well with today, too. Yeah.
Thank you, choir. Thank you, Rich. Beautiful. I think if the Centers for Spiritual Living had anything to do with this singing resistance, we wouldn't have called it resistance. What I've enjoyed, I haven't attended a rally, I call them, until last. It feels like the same word as resistance. And we know as we resist, it persists, right? So calling it a rally and using what Reverend Cindy so beautifully emphasized today, that we are creating, we have this joyful, happy co-creation power within us to affect change. So a rally feels so much better to me. And boy, I love the idea of music and singing as a spiritual practice. Thank you so much. I mean, for 30 years I've been waiting for this talk, I guess. It emphasizes what we try to do here, what we do here, what we do here every Sunday. When we sing together, it is creating. We are in solidarity, singing the same words. We feel those positive feelings, and it does create good in our world right now. And there's seeds. This is springtime. We're planting seeds that will grow and bloom into the world. So the other thing I wanted to say, Shemaine and I have felt that fear. I wish I could take this bubble here and carry it with me into my working world down to Happy Valley. So much of my experience during the week is just this other negative stuff. It's always around. It feels like it's a pressure on our backs, our necks, our minds, our feelings. So Shemaine and I were feeling that, and we go, what can we do? You know, do we have to start being preppers? You know, storing our food, and so what we did, we kind of turned that over, and we got a little bit of a tax return and bought all this gardening stuff, and we're going to use that energy in a positive way to plant something in our backyard. You can call it prepping if you want, but we're not having anything to do with that energy. It is just a joyful experience, something we can create together, Shemaine and I, and share with our neighbors, you know. Bring some produce here to the center. You know, so I'll look forward to that. Anyway, thank you for that. There's so much to look forward to today. Of course, the singing experience at First Baptist, 8th South and 13th East, 4 o'clock. Such a great idea. Please be a part of that. Great things to look forward to this week. Friday night, Copo Magic, and that spiritual practice, chanting together. Wow. And then, yes. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you can park across the street at East High School if the parking is just overwhelming there at First Baptist. Thank you, Rich. That was great. That's a great point. The No Kings rally. It's not a protest. It's a rally. This coming Saturday. Take advantage of that. If you'd like prayer with a practitioner, they're available after service. Please take advantage of that if you'd like. I don't know if I forgot anything. There's so much going on. Have a blessed week. Create more positive vibes out there. We need you, and we love you. Let's stand, sing our closing song. One, two, three, four.
Live the dream of the highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for dreams that we're all creating. It's a moment for our